We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jennings now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Wilson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And, Charles, you look at this defense. They were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
On third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. First carry for James Conner. A first down for Conner and then some. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cards on just 2 plays have taken the lead. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Jennings now on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
At the 42-yard line.
Second and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like it. I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, It takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Come on, QB, come on. Tempo.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw is Murray. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carlos Basham in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now it's Lockett. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Oh, good move. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
This time, Wilson will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They go play action now. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The toss running left. This is Penny. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Murray now to throw. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run here with Connor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Play action. Now Wilson. Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Jennings. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Second and 10. Jennings. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Javon Kinlaw able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Murray now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's McBride.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Murray. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Murray going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McBride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play fake. Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, it's Connor. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Now Murray. He finds his man, complete. It's McBride. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. It's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Play action. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. It's a big play there for Seattle. You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett.
It's a gain of 8. That's good. For a Seahawks. First down.
2nd and 8 until the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf.
I'm playing straight up a cornball.
Touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
Wait, Zay, who you playing?
Footing always a
Who
concern.
you playing?
The extra points up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
Oh, damn. Tough matchup.
Set now to kick this one away.
You guys are out there letting small forwards get 30? Oh, man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the
Wait,
end
on your
zone
team
for
or
a
on their
touchdown.
team? Oh, you guys played them already? Ah.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Bro, you gotta stop. Like, at some point, you just gotta pull yourself to the side like, damn, I'm not normal. I'm not a normal guy. I need to really stop.
But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well.
Man, Trey Benz is finally back.
The ball, and they keep making the
In
connection.
the parties, we've missed them, man.
On 1st and 10 is counter.
DJ Humphries just bullied somebody to the ground.
And even 100 yards
I like
for him on the
that.
ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Oh yeah, goodbye.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore.
Oh, I gotta get Kyler a TD so I can do the little dancey dance.
Cardinals push further out in front.
No, hold on, we going for 2 right here.
We're going to get a
Fuck that.
timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Wait.
Cardinal
Oh.
offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. Looking
All
in
right.
zone, but
I
it's
guess not.
incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hand.
Now what happened?
Boom him. No, wow.
So a teammate
He hung on to
picking
that.
him up there, that was a really
That's
disaster.
hilarious.
And the way that you coach these
Oh,
things,
man.
you want to make sure you
Bro, I
have eyes
just
towards the
boomsticked him,
return guy.
and then I had 2 of my guys hover over the ball, and both of them whiffed. And he just somehow ended with
You're
it.
responsible for making sure he secures the catch.
Unfortunate.
He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the
Nah,
alarm.
bro,
Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get
I'm about
it
to
back.
use her, what's his name, for the rest
Here's
of the
the
game.
Seattle offense ready to get this
Yvonne,
drive
I need one
underway.
more sack out
I
of you,
guess I have
man.
to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still
Yeah,
work
I
to
need the
do.
ball.
No doubt about it. I wonder
Okay.
now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2
I
minutes.
just know the play action is coming at some point right here.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Oh, this might be it. This might be the play action right here. Let me prepare for it. Play action, play action. Yes, sir. I like that.
That's complete to the
Nah, bro. This guy is just like an offensive genius. I just can't guess what play he's going to do next.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams
Bro,
in the league
he's probably out of here.
emphasize
If I
speed on
found
defense
Unson,
at every
so
position.
probably.
The
tight ends have created so many tough matchups
Guy's
now.
gameplay is shit, because I've already talked to him about this.
Be the result every time.
Steps
Go get
away
him.
to his left. And he
Oh,
wisely will
yeah.
throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in.
Because it's like I've given him so many opportunities, man. I don't like filing nonsense, but I gave this guy way too many opportunities to fix whatever he's doing. And it just doesn't seem like he wants to do that. Good hit. Wasn't the best hit, but good hit.
Doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Some windows are just not there. That's just another example.
I really hope my mic is on for this game, bro.
Exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can
What
really
I'm
change the
seeing here
game
is
tempo
just
and
insane.
frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I like that.
Incomplete. He's had trouble
I don't know who got in there, but I really like that.
And that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Spin back.
That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
I just can't get over the fact that Bobby Wagner's on the D-line now.
Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time,
Yeah, he's more than crazy, though.
like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
Oh my God, James Conner is running.
Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, Connor loses it.
I know it. I should have not done that.
And they'll take over inside the 45.
25-7.
Well, number one on the list of things not
Yeah, I could honestly have like about 40 points by now, but just, you know, taking my time with these drives and whatnot. Some of them are ending pretty badly, but just trying to take my time with it, man.
Well, you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Isaiah Simmons just laid the boomsticks on Tyler Lockett. Nah, he didn't. Like, bro, this was like some of the meanest boomstick action you could have seen in your lifetime, and the guy hung on to it.
We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun tray offset. Okay, this is a play action, and he's gonna. This is more than likely a crosser.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh, that's mine. Oh yeah, way to knock him out. That should have really been mine. I gotta put Lurker on Buddha, bro. You gotta put Lurker on Buddha.
And they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove, we call it, the game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Now he'll escape to his right.
Oh my God. I think it's going to force the fumble, but couldn't even pick it back up.
You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Oh, don't do that. Just don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh yeah, big baby. Buddha. Take it home, Buddha. Which one? Oh, I thought you said Miles is. That's because one is forced to be a scorer. The other one has Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and Devin Booker. Because there is no scorers on that team like that.
Which is often the case. But by being able to adjust to anything they tried to
throw, bro, Oubre comes off the bench, and like it's either he gets you 20 or he's getting 3 off 1 for 11 shooting. Yeah, and it's either he gets you that or he's going for like 5 on 2 for 9 shooting.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
He's just not that guy, bro. Not that guy.
Second and 11.
You're not that guy, pal.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, dude.
Nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
I'm Huss, so I'm not busy. Can you call a play? Can you call a play? Oh, there you go.
The Seahawks on third down.
I don't have
Not
a cover
so hot.
2
for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right.
Somebody go get him.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh my God! If I had like Buddha over there or somebody that could boost it, DK to.
Before being dropped inside the 40.
Holy.
A big play that time through the air.
Nah, this guy is like a rollout artist, bro. He is the master of rolling out unpressured.
And continues to be one with another one right there.
This guy is so good, bro.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. That completes it again.
Yo, nah, this rolling out stuff gotta go, bro. This guy, I promise you, bro, I ain't filing an unsim. This guy, nah, you've gotta go. Like, there's no way there's either a play action or a rollout. They're every other play. This guy is different.
On first down, Jennings.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this offense specifically, this running game,
they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
be a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try to run now with Jennings.
Tackle.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2nd down and goal. Wilson being chased out left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up
such a bum, bro.
That
I've
incompletion is
never
not a
seen
surprise with the way that this
such
one
a
has
bum
gone,
like
and
this.
the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team,
No, bro, like, for real, this guy just keeps rolling out one play after another. It is beyond me. Poor Hicks.
now a 3rd and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Now Wilson. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he cannot get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
but when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll look to run with Dallas.
My nerve ran coming, but I couldn't go to the right spot.
DJ Dallas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man, Ty Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Who got broken ribs? Oh, man.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Connor. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right
He's not
tackle.
streaming?
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty.
Oh.
But it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On play action, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win
I
the game.
really hope somebody caught my stream, bro, because this guy is a fucking ultra cornball.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
Nah, straight fucking crossers every time. Nah, this guy is ass, bro. This guy is so ass. You want to play like that? You got it. You go to it. Like, there is no way I'm playing such a big fucking cornball like this, bro. Like, there is no way you're that big of a cornball. I understand you got DK Metcalf and Russell Wilson, but there is no need to roll out every other play and just hit a crosser with, like, bro, come on. You're better than that. Actually, he's not. Gotta be out there retweeting porn on a Madden fucking account. He is not better than that. And I just got scum kicked. He said who? Oh. I'm about to play like such a cornball. I'm just gonna, I'm gonna, what you call it, to that. I'm out, bitch ass boys.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again.
Bro, there's no way I'm playing such a big cornball like this.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football, swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Murray. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get your reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Complete to the tight end, James. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. The defense can stop it twice more as they take it.
Oh, you want to call timeout? Okay.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Just be the better person and kneel it out.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. We'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. And now out as the Cardinal field goal team here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown the last go around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
Yeah, I like that.
When you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
I like that attitude.
From what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and
Such
counters.
a great player, man.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Oh, man. How good of a player this guy is.
He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know, in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the...
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I'm going straight. Cover 3. Go ahead, pass.
Some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Play action. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw.
Give me that. Oh, with Lurker? Oh, man.
Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up
Oh, man, with Lurker.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means
I
they'll
need
need to
to
come up with
Lurker,
something
bro.
here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really
This guy just got suspended on Twitter.
With some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw.
Because the other day I was like, what happens if I fail the breakout and take the L? He's like, might as well jump off a bridge.
It's really nice to watch in the second half.
You got suspended for that.
So for the Cards, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.
Bobby. What overall is he now? Hold on. Do not upgrade him. I'm out of my game. What do you mean, go ahead? Just start a share screen. Bro, I don't want to...